Now next is here the peninsular plateau. That means peninsula. Peninsula, you know, the Deccan Plateau or the plateau side, the Deccan side is also known as the Peninsular Plateau. It is a tableland made up of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. The plateau has broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. The Peninsular Plateau is flanked by Aravallis on the northwest. Aravalli, that is in Rajasthan, in the northwest part. The Western Ghats in west and the dissected Eastern Ghats in the east. Major part of peninsular India has igneous and metamorphic rocks. It is a storehouse of different minerals. Children, we know that our Deccan part or the region in southern part is the formation of, since so many years before, millions of years before, when the formation of our Gondwana land was there, the formation was there. From that time, the formation of Deccan Plateau was there. So it is a major part of our Deccan Plateau or the peninsular India is having igneous and metamorphic rocks. That means the formation of these rocks has taken place since so many years before, and that is why we can find so many different minerals. Deposition of different minerals are also there. Understood? That is why southern part is having major industries because of the deposition and the concentration of different minerals. So from where it is extended, it is stretches or it extends from Aravallis to the northwest, Western Ghat in the west and dissected Eastern Ghats in the east. Understood? Whenever you are studying your geography, your Indian map should be there in your mind. So for this, you are supposed to again and again read your physical map of India given in page number 14. Now we'll see the Western Coastal Plain. You know, coastal, India's having 7,000 kilometer coastal plain of stretches. Our coastal ranges starting from western to eastern is having 7,000 square kilometer. Now first we'll see from Western Coastal Plain. Gujarat coast includes two major Gulf areas. So in picture you can see in the slide it is very given very clearly. Gulf areas, Gujarat, you can see the near Arabian Sea. Konkan coast, it is characterized by presence of numerous estuaries, beaches and headlands. So in picture it is given very clearly. From the red in the middle picture you can see Konkan coast. Malabar coast, it is characterized by bay backwater. You know, Malabar coast extend up to Kerala. Already you know backwaters are there. So these places, Western Coastal Plain, it extends from Gujarat up to Kerala. So there we can see numerous estuaries, small rivers, beaches, very famous beaches. You know, Goa is very famous for its beaches, headlands and backwaters in Kerala. So this is your Western Coastal Plain. Now East Coastal Plain. East, if you will see eastern side, Bay of Bengal starting from Odisha to Tamil Nadu. So Odisha coast, Andhra coast, Tamil Nadu coast. So which you can see clearly in your map also. First we'll see the island, last is here the island groups of India. You know, India is having some islands which is there under Indian government, that is we are having some island groups of our country which belongs to our country. India has a vast mainland. Beside this, the country has two groups of islands, the Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands. So you can see very clearly in this slide, very beautiful. Those places are meant for tourists. They are very important and very beautiful tourist places. Lakshadweep Island, we can see Lakshadweep Island, the smallest union territory of India. It is a group of islands, comprises 200 to 300 kilometers off to coast of Kerala in the Arabian Sea. It is located 8 degree and 12 degree north latitude and 71 degree and 74 east longitude. So Lakshadweep Island, it is in the Kerala coast of Kerala near Arabian Sea. So you can see in the map also in your textbook also. Read it very carefully and remember how many group of islands are there for which belongs to India. Lakshadweep in the western side and eastern side Andaman Nicobar. Lakshadweep Island, there are 36 coral islands that constitute Lakshadweep Islands. Only 10 are inhabited and only 6 have been opened for tourism. Their total land area is 32 kilometers. This island formed of coral deposits are called atolls. Atolls are circular or horseshoe shaped coral reefs. It is very beautiful, Lakshadweep. You can see in the picture also. You can see afterward you can search it also. You can see it is comprises of coral deposits. Atolls, which are called atolls. Atolls are circular or horseshoe shaped coral reefs. Now we'll see eastern side islands. The Andaman Nicobar Islands are located between 60 and 14 degree north latitude and 92 degree and 94 degree east longitude in the Bay of Bengal near Myanmar coast, that is Burma. Near Myanmar coast. It is located 1255 km from Kolkata and 193 km from Cape Niggeris in Myanmar. So you can see very clearly in this map it is given Andaman Nicobar Island. There are 572 islands in territory, of which are approximately 38 are permanently inhabited. Most of the islands, about 550, are in Andaman group, 26 of which are inhabited. The smaller Nicobar comprises some 22 main islands, 10 inhabited. These islands spread over a length of 350 km. So you know already, I should not tell you, you know the importance of Andaman Nicobar in our history also. Yes, you are right. It is having our famous cellular jail of Veer Savarkar. It is very important in our Indian history and geography also. So, Andaman Nicobar Island, which is very important, comprises of 38 permanently small inhabited place. So, see it very carefully. So, by this, we come to an end to your physical features of India. I hope you have understood very well and will continue with your next point in this physiography of India one by one. Thank you.